converted into numerical pairs and an associated sphere-shaped graphic. As each click enters the space, the numbers continue to flow vertically, a la Matrix. But this was conceived long before the movie entered popular consciousness. In addition to color, I often outlaw random numbers in my classes. For one assignment, I relaxed both constraints and made only a single demand, that random numbers be handmade. Daily cleverly uses the time measured between individual presses of the keyboard as you type to produce a set of literally handcrafted random numbers. The system builds up in the bar at the bottom of the screen as you type, and mouse clicks release the random numbers into a chromatic translation. Computers perform a kind of magic on our eyes and mind. I asked for magic tricks on the screen, an object that disappeared from under the viewer's nose. Rice cleverly uses a fake error message to momentarily distract the viewer. By the time the viewer realizes the computer does not have to restart, an object has disappeared. What if you could dip your paintbrush into a photograph and paint using a palette of colors derived from the surrounding scenery? Cho explores this captivating concept and also introduces a motion-sensitive brush. Big movements result in a thick stroke, while smaller ones produce thinner lines. Hand-threading over 600 individual fiber optic strands into arrays attached to the front and back of her body, Ko attained a small area of transparency through her body. Here she is waving her hand behind her back, which incredibly is visible from the front. Produced an interactive composition using circles. Each click tunnels the users deeper into the corresponding circle. The circle within a circle motif reveals classic computer science theme, recursion, which hints at the infinite conceptual space of the computer. I often ask students to be sure to stick to black and white. The majority listens, while a small minority takes some time to understand. Rice never understood the rules and, therefore, never complied. I distinguish this behavior from the action of one who understands the rules and does not comply out of spite. The latter situation is to be avoided whenever possible. While engaged in the deepest trance of coding, all one needs to use it for is any kind of numerical or symbolic resource, and in a flash of lightning it is suddenly there at your disposal. The question is, where is there? There is not inside your mind, but inside the computer. a blurry space of symbols and numbers that focus in an ever-migrant pattern of sense and nonsense. Perhaps the only moment of clarity in the computer's mind occurs when it crashes. All processing comes to an halt, and any there that might have existed completely vanishes. If I were a computer, I would be happy to crash once in a while, because if it were not for the occasional crash, the computer's human user would waste all of his or her life huddled over a pile of metal and plastic. If the computer truly loved its human, it would want the human to take a break once in a while. To crash is a noble act of sacrifice by the computer.